For those who were not there when I gave the description of this item, the Helm of Ares is one of what are called the Zodiac artifacts. While wearing the Helm of Ares, the wearer cannot fall below 1 hit point. The wearer may not move in any direction that is not toward an enemy. The wearer has advantage on all melee attacks. However, it may only be worn for 3 rounds, and after taking it off, the wearer suffers 2 levels of exhaustion. That'll probably be fine-tuned if we feel like it's too strong or too weak. But that is, what I have in mind for it right now. Is there anything you want to do while you're here?
Alok would want to look around the office.
And there's a little diary. 25 entries in this diary. And they're all dated about a year apart. It's like a name of a girl. It'll be like guards picked her up outside of the middle ring. You learn that when he disappears during these balls, that is when he goes with these prisoners that he's taking captive. It seems that the Duke was attempting to find a surrogate of some sorts. Invariably, at the bottom of each entry, it says, "Another failure. I had the dragon burn her." You find a series of documents. The Storm King requires of me to find an Emperor Frog. Reached out to Estelle of the Ring. She was unwilling to make this journey. Approached today by a tiefling named Aramis. He demands the jewel in exchange.
We should probably really check in on them with Aramis and all that. That Aramis might be able to screw some things up.
So we're not doing anything with the raindrop potion?
I will identify the raindrop.
When fed to somebody, it acts as 1 cast of the spell Revivify. However, it doesn't replenish itself. It's just 1 and done. Though you are now in the manor proper, above ground, it doesn't seem as if there's anybody around to really hear you. You guys head over towards the main entrance of the ballroom, and you kind of wait, and you see the ballroom in a state of complete chaos. It is as if a hurricane began at the middle, blasted all the tables and chairs to the far back of the walls. There is one source of light. It is a floating ball of what appears to be solid red mist. You see the hulking frames of 4 skeletons. The requirements for a curse were activated, and this is the result of it.
Among the unconscious people, do we see anyone we recognize?
You spot the Duke's unconscious body, and Aaron Kalin is off in one corner of the ballroom. When he was flung back, he landed on debris, and it kind of went through his leg. The balcony would be up here, if that makes sense. And you guys feel free.
Are there stairs that go down, or is it just straight up a balcony over everything?
It seems to be just a balcony over everything. Let's have everybody roll initiative. From the balcony, there are tables that are kind of stacked down below it in such a way that I would require a DC 12 acrobatics roll in order to be able to safely jump down. You jump down, so you make it onto the table.
That hurt more than I thought it would.
Fire bolt at the red dot.
It flickers slightly, and you can see the tethers on the skeletons also flicker. As long as that orb is there, these skeletons cannot die.
And I cast Silent Image of me running, jumping, and Iron Man diving right into the middle of them. And I'm on the ground on the balcony.
Can I use...
Yeah.
Let's see.
Glad I had this.
So 2 of these guys pass, and then 2 of them are repelled. This final one looks up at you, Ruby, and it is going to throw its sword at you as you hit the floor.
Burning hands on the orb.
Evaporates into the air. These things are no longer unkillable.
And I'll use my reaction to Bamf places with her so she's safe on the balcony.
So I'm gonna army crawl over to her and put my hand on her shoulder and say, "Ruby, we could really use your help right now," and I'm gonna give her 4 points of healing.
Who are you? And then Says like, "Shut the fuck up and drink this," and forces it down his throat. "You saved me, but who?" And then he turns and finally sees you, Elisa. "I'm very confused. But I don't believe I've ever been so attracted to somebody in my entire life."
I'll have my boy Tim make an attack.
Tim lash out at the skeleton down the very first one, similar to the first
No,
time
no.
you fought these things.
No.
The rest of them
Get more powerful.
seem to grow in strength.
All I can do at this point is Sacred Flame.
The flames roasted alive.
Ooh, I'm just gonna try to attack this one.
Yeah, 20. You feel the helmet like, "Finish him. You can do it. Finish him." And
That is crazy.
this thing breaks apart.
I'm going to cast Guidance and then try to jump down. Oh!
You definitely get down there, tumble forwards, and like you break one of the tables beneath you.
That is the third round.
The helmet suddenly like feels like so heavy.
I will do Sacred Flame.
Engulfed in flames, it is blasted away.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to Duke Kalen and try to tie a rope around his hands behind his back.
Absolutely. I remember there was a strange man. At some point, he started calling out to my father. He took something out of a bag. The strange man did something to the stone. It was like a storm opened up in the middle of the room.
We found some rather incriminating evidence against the Duke about certain deeds he's done that we cannot stand by. Would you have him see justice?
Sometimes men like my father are given the ability to do great things, and they choose the wrong things to do with them. I don't know if I'm ready to be royalty. What a mess I will inherit, he says as he looks around at the destroyed ballroom.
Hey, I'm sorry, I know you're having a thing here. They did take our carriage, Aramis and Valaire, I believe. I also know that the village that Valaire and company are from are near Palestrom. Is it in that direction?
You could surmise that may be where they headed to.
Suzanne, if you just drop him off with all the information we have. The real question is, Suzanne, are you wanted?
I mean, like,
Criminally.
he doesn't want me.
Are you criminally wanted here?
You know, sometimes I feel like people want me so much it should be criminal. You know what I mean? Like, it's overwhelming.
Wow.
Like, I feel crowded.
Yeah.
You're really running on a high right now, aren't you, Suzanne? You're having a fun time.
I got a lot of kill shots today. And
You did kill a dragon.
You guys help shove Duke Kalen onto one of the horses. Gallop, you can just gallop him down.
Yeah, gallop. Yeah, I'll bring it to the headquarters of the Shield people.
You all come to the divergence in the pathway where you had gone to the altar. Alok, you look down is a halfling woman with red hair, and you see a little like crackle of like electricity like runs through her like ghostly form. He's taken care of now, isn't he?
Yeah, as well as he could have been, I suppose.
I loved him, you know. He was a different man back then. I thought that our love would last past death, but I think in death I've seen what a monster he'd become. I'm glad that you all seem to have done what you needed to do.
Is there anything you would like us to do, as well as take care of him? Anything you'd like us to take care of for yourself?
Someone has taken the Eye of the Storm, the last remaining one. I had been guarding it for a long time. However, when the Duke, my husband, came to take it, I could not stop him, even though I desperately wanted to. And I fear those who might use it to wield its power.
What power does it hold?
There are those that say it has the power to destroy the world. There are those that say it has the power to save it.
Should we bring him back to the statue for treatment?
I would ask her, and she points to Ruby. She might not know it now, but when the time comes, she will know what to do with that gem. By the way, all of you can hear that.
Yeah, no, I was totally saying it out loud.
Having a one-sided conversation.
I was talking to the Duke's wife. told us to get it, and Ruby, you know what to do with them when we get them.
I wouldn't know what to do with it.
I mean, that's what I was told. Good luck. I believe in you,
Sure, she
Ruby.
didn't say Suma.
Nope.
No.
You got
knows?
this, Ruby. All you. All the pressure's on you.
Gallant, you reach the ship first.
Ran into Aramis and Belair. They seem to be looking for certain eyes and headed to the village of the wind. We're gonna be tracking them very soon. It won't be a jovial reunion.
Rel sighs. Not something that I would like to do. I can feel the winds of fate tugging on me, informing me that this is what must happen next.
If we're able to get Belair away from Aramis, we might be able to talk to her.
You guys keep having to double back for Suma.
I'm fine with going that
Yeah.
slow, because I'm still, like, walking stiff from the burns.
Suma, when you get back and you see Simon go up in front of you and then like bow,
There's one thing I'd like you to start practicing. It's a very important magical exercise. Every night before you go to sleep and every morning when you wake up, I need you to do breathing exercises.
as everybody goes to rest, is there anything else anyone would like to do before we close out? Yes, Alok.
Aylock would and take a dip in the water, hoping that it's cool. That was just a little thing I wanted to add. There's nothing else to add.
Alok, roll a wisdom save for me.
Oh shit.
You hear through the muffled sounds of the churning ocean and the wind whipping above you the most beautiful sound in the world. It's like your mind goes blank and it fills only with this sound. Listening to this thing is more important than breathing. And then eventually you just snap out of it. It only lasts for like a second or two, but it seems that its hold on you was not particularly strong enough to get you to do anything drastic. Later on, as you ascend first, you see the flap of a tail.
If I see a tail, I'm getting the hell out of there. I don't know what it is.
You get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
You return to your bed. You lay down, and as you finally go to sleep, you feel kind of like several hands like pat your shoulder, as like a procession of like
Ooh.
halflings kind of like nod towards you as their spirits are laid to rest by the capture of the Duke. Gallet, as you finally go to sleep, you see Ophi like bobs closer towards you, still kind of like knocked out, but like bumps her head against the glass, almost as if she knows that you've done something significant to help her. Ruby, as you finally go to sleep, you turn over in your mind, like the words that like Alok told you kind of like stick out as being weird, of like you're gonna know what to do with something that you've never seen before. You feel Purcell's presence, and you see a vision of yourself like high up above Ela as a storm is churning. You raise up your hand as if to do something, then you immediately wake back up. On those notes, we're gonna end off tonight's session.